Hello guys, welcome back to this channel. Today, I rank all 5 Alfreds. I am postponing my Batman movies ranked because I'm not feeling very well right now. I'm kind of sick, but I wanted to get this video out, and I want to get some sort of video out today, so I'm not just watching YouTube all day. I'm also not really that big in a movie mood, so there you go. So, I don't really have much else to say, but I think, honestly, we can just get right into it. Go check out my Batman playlist, my Batman actors ranked. Just go check those two things out, and let's get started. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Alan Napier from Batman 66. I mean, he's serviceable. He works in the role he is. He's just sort of the caretaker that has like 10 minutes of screen time. That's about it. Coming in at number 4 is going to be Andy Serkis from The Batman. He's an interesting one because he has a bit of a pretentious relationship between him and Bruce Wayne, but I think that can make for an interesting relationship throughout the film. But the problem is, he's barely even in it. Like, I think he's like 20 minutes of screen time at the most. Like, he has like a couple scenes at the beginning. He's in mostly in the middle, and he doesn't even show up near the end. He only has like 4 or 5 scenes in the movie, but if they do more with him, he could move up, because I think Andy Serkis is a great actor, and he does do a pretty good job as Alfred. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Michael Gough from the original 4 Batman movies, from Batman 89 to Batman Forever, or Batman and Robin. I think with him, he's the nice caretaker who cares about Bruce, and he's kind of like your most average version of Alfred. He does a pretty good job of the role as this caretaker of Bruce Wayne, who helps him along the way throughout life situations. And in the end, it sort of becomes like becomes a good character, obviously. And I think he actually does do a pretty good job. I think the top 2 just have top-level character arcs where he is sort of just in the ride, which I think is just fine. But I don't think it compares with the top 2, in my opinion. In the top 2, I think these 2 are pretty much tied. It's just kind of what you prefer. Whether you prefer the more gadgety, butlery type Alfred with Jeremy Irons, or the person with probably the most screen time of all the Alfreds with Michael Caine. Now, I know these 2 are really hard, but I kind of had come to my decision. And so coming in at number 2 is going to be Michael Caine. He's pretty much your perfect Alfred. He's the butler that cares about Bruce. He has a character arc in the end. Some pretty emotional moments at the end of The Dark Knight Rises where he failed Bruce because of Bruce's death. And I thought that was all pretty awesome for the most part. He's a great version of this character. I don't really have any problems with him. I think he works really nicely in this trilogy. He helps Bruce at the times he needs. He does a lot of the right things to help Bruce throughout his journey. And I think overall, I think he's great here. Coming in at number 1 is going to be Jeremy Irons. He's the most butlery of all the Alfreds, in my opinion. And he's Bruce's sort of wingman, because he's the guy that helps Bruce throughout a lot of missions. He even teaches Wonder Woman how to make a cup of tea the right way, I guess, which is an interesting scene. And overall, I think he doesn't have the most screen time of all the Alfreds. That's easily with Michael Caine, but I think throughout both BVS and Zack Snyder's Justice League, he helps Batman as well as the Justice League along the way to victory, whether it's creating gadgets for Batman or just helping him as a butler or a mentor. So he comes in at number 1. Despite that I'm sick today, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, and I'll see you guys next time. Adios.